guys can see me okay. I'm gonna have to figure out the setup better. And I look really silly right now, but I was trying to set up the stream for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. I wish there was a way that I could set up my phone so that I can stream better. I guess I was not expecting to stream on my phone. I did not realize that this would do this. That's fine. Alright guys, so can you guys see me? Who knows anymore? I tried streaming yesterday. I thought I was streaming for like half an hour, and I wasn't. So that really stunk. Let me see if I'm streaming. Because apparently something went wrong with my streaming software. I don't know. Okay. It says I'm live. Alright, looks like I am live. Cool. Alright, so you guys may or may not have been here. I'm gonna talk to you while I just set up some stuff. But you guys may or may not have been here on Monday when I did my first stream. I did my first stream about Gabby. I tried to do a stream yesterday, like I said, and I ended up not streaming properly. So that really stinks, but it is what it is. Like, I can't undo that. I literally was streaming for like 30 minutes. So that was a bummer, but oh well. Before I get into things, I just want to say that this is going to be a short stream because I'm doing this on my lunch break because I just realized what happened. I didn't get the news until I got to work that Gabby's body had been identified and it had been ruled a homicide. Some stuff I want to just put out really quick. I know some people are upset about people covering the Gabby thing. I know I saw this one YouTuber that I watch, Bo's True Crime, that talks about it and talks about how some people are using this for clout, and that really upsets me personally because it's something I talk about in my first stream where I'm doing this because I feel a connection to Gabby because we both had very similar life goals, and she dreamed of being a travel vlogger and she did the van life thing, and that's what I wanted to do for a very, very long time. And so that is a lot. And you know, that people are being super sleuths, which is really bothersome to me, and also brought up some Instagram pages that ironically I had seen and I was very upset by. People trying to make this weird like clickable moment where it's like these like shareable quote tiles and stuff like that, and it was like really disturbing to me. So I'm glad somebody else said that too. I'm not gonna say the Instagram names, I'm not gonna say specific names because I don't want to give those people more attention. And my entire intention in doing this is to bring awareness to Gabby's case now that this has been ruled a homicide. Continue to bring attention to her, continue to make sure that she's being seen, because the minute that we don't talk about it, people are not like, and people stop caring, that's when, you know, things fall to the wayside, unfortunately, to whatever the next big thing is. And I think that Gabby and her family deserve the truth to come out, and for justice to be carried through properly, where the actual facts come out, the actual full autopsy done well comes out, everything comes out the way that it should, you know, and we get real answers. And it's something that I note in my videos from now on. In my live streams, you'll see why I stream about Gabby. What would this stream not include? Important notice, and I think I'm probably going to talk more about this later, but please give law enforcement, I'm going to read it out, and the judicial system the proper time and space to be able to properly conduct this investigation. We need to keep bringing awareness to Gabby's case, but we can't rush the process. Sloppy work happens when public pressure is too great, and everyone involved deserves the truth and true justice. So just some stuff I wanted to get out there. I'm not going to speculate about what happened to Gabby. It's something I said over and over again in my other stream. I don't want to speculate. And I want to say that Bose Does True Crime made a very good point when she said that these people who were trying to connect the dots online and trying to put together things and all kinds of stories as to what happened is just giving ammunition to whoever is going to be defended in this trial, whoever might have hurt. Gabby could easily get everything that they need for their case from the people online. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I don't want to speculate, and I even if that wasn't the case, and which was my original thinking, was I don't want to speculate because it's not fair to Gabby and it's not fair to anybody else, and all it does is torment people, and we don't know. I hate the speculation. I'm not somebody who likes to speculate. The facts are the facts. Let's talk about the facts, and let's talk about some of our feelings, not necessarily speculation, but how we're feeling, how this is affecting us, because I know that I'm being personally affected by this because Gabby is somebody who had very similar dreams to me. We lived in very similar places. I said this in my last stream. I remember going to Moonflower. I know exactly where that is in Moab. Moab is some place that I really love, and I feel like I left a little piece of my heart in Moab. And it's horrifying to me to picture Gabby there out in front of Moonflower, and you know, having this altercation. Like, that was just heartbreaking. And to think that, like, you know, her fear, and she says, is that she's scared that she's gonna be left behind. And to me, she was left behind. Her ultimate fear was realized. Brian left, and she, you know, she was left behind in Grand Teton. Like, that's the truth of the matter. And that is the fact. Her body was found in Grand Teton. Brian left back to Florida, i.e. she was left behind. Not saying that he left, like, I'm not speculating as to what left or what the situation was, whether it's, you know, this thing happened or that. No, I'm just saying her body was left in Grand Teton, and the only person that she was with was Brian. And that's heartbreaking to me, because I know how terrifying it is to imagine being left behind somewhere. It's definitely a fear that I've had while traveling, and which is why I, to an extent, prefer traveling alone, because I don't have to worry about somebody leaving me behind. Or if I'm traveling with people who I really know, and or I'm traveling in my own means. You know, when I did my big trip, it was in my car with my keys. Nobody was gonna leave my ass behind, you know? That's really scary to me. So it's, I can't imagine. And it's like, again, it's like, it's hard to figure out what, you know, what crosses the line between speculation and, you know, talking about your feelings. It's like a really hard line to figure out. I'm gonna set up some more stuff. I'm gonna pull up the video from the news, and just kind of do some of that sort of stuff really quickly. That's funny. It's like YouTube is showing me that I'm live. Thank you for letting me know that I am in fact live. Unlike yesterday. So, let me see here. If you guys want to talk about your thoughts, feelings about this case, I would love that. I need to let some people know that I'm live, that I don't want it to be on here. But I don't know, man. I don't know about you guys, but it's really horrifying to me. Really, really horrifying. Let me see. I was gonna stream on my laptop, but that went to the wayside. Let me see. I don't know if I can step out of the live stream, or if it'll like send a text, or if that'll like ruin the live stream. Tell me, guys, let me know if that messes with the live stream, because I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I got mentioned in my friend Marissa's stories and it talking about the Gabby case. Let's see what my friend Marissa said. We'll add her kind of into this discussion. she that's so funny. I like texted her today, and I texted her the live stream, not the live stream. I texted her the news that they were saying that the initial autopsy reveals death of homicide, and she got really intense about her feelings about Brian Laundrie, and she's just like, am I being too harsh, or is he super guilty? And I'm not gonna speculate on that. I'm not gonna do that. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and feelings about the situation. Let's see. I just got one more person to notify. I really wish I knew how to also, if you're watching this, and like I know I'm not like giving a lot of information right now, I'm just kind of processing the fact that like this autopsy report came out. Yeah, I'm just trying to process this whole situation, to be honest with you. I wish I could. There's one more person that needs to be notified. But I don't think I'll be able to contact them because I'm streaming from my phone. Is it gonna connect to my WhatsApp? No, it's not. I don't know. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts, feelings, opinions about this situation. Maybe I should pull up some of the, what's the word? Maybe I should pull up some of what the news is saying. Oh, yes. I think Marissa might join. Streaming. I think I'm gonna do my live stream tonight around 7 Eastern. My friend just asked me to do it around 7, and I'll do that. I know some of my other people who were on the original stream were Central. I know if you guys were here, I had 2 people who were talking back and forth with me a lot, and that was Aaron and Bobby. And I know Aaron is Central and Bobby is not, but they both came in kind of, especially Aaron came in like a little bit later in the stream. So hopefully that'll give people time to show up so that we can all discuss. It's a lot nicer when I have people discussing things with me. But let me show you guys, or let me play for you guys if I can find it now. Is that it? The video I'm so glad I charged my phone while I was at work. Let's see. They also, okay, so this is something I wanted to point out, and I'll bring it up again in my next stream. But Brian, when they went looking for him in this nature preserve in Sarasota, and then the day before yesterday, they called off the search, and they said that they had exhausted their resources. And then now, let's not do that. Now, yesterday, they restarted the search, and I left my notes again. But they started the search again yesterday in the nature preserve, and it was like full gear. The FBI was involved in the search now. And at one point, there was like a press release that happened. I was watching WFLA. It's a news source that I will you'll hear a lot, especially tonight when I bring up all my notes and show you guys some of the stuff. They have a really good timeline on their website. They are the local news station in Sarasota where Brian Laundrie's family lives, where Brian Laundrie lived with Gabby. And so they've been covering it absolutely nonstop. And they have people on the ground there. And so at one point they received like a press release, and it was saying in it, like, they used the words like criminal investigation, and those were words that had not been used up until that point. And the newscasters were literally like, what do you mean it's a criminal investigation? Like, this is a missing persons case. Nobody's used this word before. It wasn't anything. The press release wasn't saying, oh, this is a criminal investigation now. No, it was an update. And I wish I had the verbiage, but I left it inside. But in the press release, they, I guess, accidentally said, oh, this is a criminal investigation now. And I guess they let the cat out of the bag, and they were out there in full force in the nature preserve. And it was the newscasters were super confused and freaking out. And then yesterday, when I thought I was live streaming, was when the news broke that of the autopsy report, which is why I missed what happened. And the whole thing is just super disturbing, and it leads me to believe that I think that the cops knew, or they pretty much knew what was going on, and they were already shifting gears into it being a criminal investigation, even if they didn't have full confirmation yet. And they just didn't realize that they kind of effed up there. But it's just wild. When I was watching the news, again, I was literally watching WFLA, their live stream, all day yesterday. Like, I had it in my ear listening while I was working. And there's so many points. Like, I wish I had my notebook. But I don't remember where I was going. I don't know. The whole thing is just wild. And I really hope that Gabby's family finds out what happened. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So the people in Teton County, where Grand Teton is, said that an autopsy usually takes 2 to 3 weeks, but because of the nature of the case, it could take longer. And that they were assuming, oh, we're probably gonna get a preliminary, hopefully tonight or the next couple days, which we did get the preliminary yesterday, saying that it was Gabby and that it was being ruled a homicide, but that we don't have any more details other than that. And so I'm wondering, is it gonna take the 2 to 3 weeks? Is it gonna take longer? And again, it's people are gonna push for these answers, and that's really disturbing to me, because at the end of the day, the autopsy needs to be done properly. we need to take into consideration that these things take time. Like, this is a science, it takes time. Like, they have to do everything properly. The coroner needs to do everything properly. The police need to do everything properly. The FBI needs to do everything properly. They cannot be, like, just trying to get through it faster because of public, pressure. We can't be pushing them to that point where it's like, we need the information now, we need the information now, we need the information now. We need to be giving them the time that they need to take care of this and find out the real answers. So I know people are going to be on the edge of their seat probably the next few weeks waiting for the autopsy report to come in. But I hope that they don't, rush it. Like, if they rush it, it's like, that they're putting Gabby's case in front of other people, which isn't fair to other people. But that, like, to me, I can understand them doing that because of the public pressure, but I hope they don't do anything more than that, which I'm sure is really tempting for people because of the massive public pressure, and how, look at how many people are like, look, that's Brian, look, that's Brian, like, look, that's Brian, and it's not him. Like, people in Alabama were like, it's Brian, and it wasn't. It was, unfortunately, a homeless man who had died in a dumpster who had nothing to do with the case. And, like, that's just horrifying. The whole thing is horrifying. So let's give law enforcement the time that they need. Trying to think if there's anything else that I want to say in this moment. Let me see. I will play for you guys the news story that I listened to this morning.
Gabby Petito, the coroner, saying that her manner of death was a homicide. Meanwhile, the search back on today for her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, considered a person of interest in this case. Let's get out to NBC News correspondent Vaughn Hilliard, who is in Venice, Florida. Vaughn, those autopsy results just coming in. What can you tell us?
Yeah, just here in the last 12 minutes is when this autopsy report here from Teton County Coroner was just released by the FBI, and it was determined by the coroner that the initial determination for the manner of death is homicide. The cause of death remains pending final autopsy results. But here's the other part that is, I think, important to note, and that is from Special Agent in Charge Michael Schneider, who says this is particularly as it remains to Brian Laundrie, the fiance in this case, says that Mr. Brian Laundrie has been named a person of interest. Anyone with information concerning Mr. Laundrie's role in this matter or his current whereabouts should contact the FBI. Again, the initial determination for the manner of death is homicide. This is out of Wyoming. Here in just these last 20 minutes, Allison, we are here at a location where authorities are currently searching and hoping to find Brian Laundrie. This is where just the family, Allison, reporting that he went missing on Tuesday. It may have been longer for as far as authorities right now are aware. It was 3 weeks ago the family said that he returned here. September 1st. Today, September 21st. There is, again, a 3-week period that Brian Laundrie was been here in Florida. The question, though, is where is he now? As far as we are aware, his parents are still at their home about 20 minutes from this preserved location. Allison?
Vaughn, a question for you about this search, too. It was going on for a few days, and they called it off yesterday. They said
I didn't get to listen to this whole thing, so we're listening to it together.
This is a 25,000-acre wildlife refuge, so it's hard to believe that they...
I don't want to get into that speculation. But yeah. So that is the news. That was NBC covering it. There's a lot of news stations covering it real time. There's a lot of speculation happening from every angle, which I don't want to add to. But, I just wanted to get out my feelings a little bit. I'm trying to, stay, uplifted and positive. And I know it's, weird. I don't know if you guys are feeling this, but I know it's, it's a strange feeling to, be upset about somebody that you don't know, going through this. And being upset about a case of somebody that you don't know. But I think I want to remind you guys, if you are like having those feelings just like I am, we are human beings, and it is in most of our natures to be compassionate towards other humans and what they may be going through, or what they may have suffered. And it's also in our nature, especially if somebody is, if we can identify with them in some way, it makes us even more compassionate and open to having, you know, strong feelings for somebody else, not in a romantic way, but strong feelings of, you know, hurt or upset or grief, especially if you're somebody who's keeping up on the news just like I am, and I'm sure probably millions of people are. I constantly see people who are from the absolute opposite other end of the world, and they're watching on bated breath about this case. And I think that she's somebody who was very beautiful and had a lot of life in her and a lot of joy and excitement, and is somebody a lot of people can relate to with her dreams, her goals, her desires, what she was doing. And I hear it all the time how like drawn people are to her. And so like if you're feeling those feelings and you're experiencing that, I just want to say don't feel weird about that. You are a human being. You know, just keep with us, talk about your feelings, you know, don't bottle it up if you're upset about it. And yeah, this is a really good time for communities to come together, for people to come together, whether that be online or offline. So I hope you guys will continue to come together. I hope you guys will join me later. I'm going to finally have the live stream that I was trying to have yesterday. At 7 tonight, I'll have that live stream, and we can talk about the case. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm gonna, of course, refrain from speculating, like I said, but I will be here at 7 again tonight to talk about everything. I have a bunch of clips that I wanted to talk about from the news. I have notes that I wanted to talk about, and we can get into all that. Hopefully this was you know, cathartic or helpful or bonding, or, you know, I hope you got something positive out of this stream for yourself. I also want to say I don't purport to be a news person. I am not gonna ever have the latest updates. I'm not gonna have insider information. I'm just here to lend an ear and be here for everybody else as we're digesting this information. But anyways, with that being said, I need to get back to doing what I gotta do and get to my work day. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope this was, you know, helpful for you in some way. And I hope to see you guys tonight at 7 so that we can talk more about it, talk more about all the stuff that I haven't had a chance to talk with you guys about. If you guys want to join in the discussion, let me know. If you guys have anything you want me to discuss, let me know. I have the playlist down below of everything that we'll be discussing. So you guys can click that, and if you see something that I don't have on the list, then you can let me know in the comments. Alright, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys tonight at 7.